Welcome back to Trade Night. This is part 50 of our journey from 10k to 100k. Watch this episode from the start till the end to see my thought process behind every trade I take. I will go through the watch list, understand which markets could potentially set up for the next week, and which markets I will follow and which markets I will skip for the next week. So again, watch from the start till the end and enjoy. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. It's Sunday, so let's understand which markets are good for the next week. And yeah, let's just start with JPN. We are holding over the night this trade over the weekend. Sorry. And yes, so what I'm expecting from it, this, but I will add more entries on it if, let's say, Monday, once it opens, it starts to flush and build up new strength, new momentum. Then I will take a new entry, even though I have already this one on break even, if it doesn't stop me out on break even. But if it starts to push like this, then there's nothing really to do, because when I'm taking trades, I like to see, let's say we are in a motion from these and Bs. I want to see after 2 MBs, that's my entry, and after that I want to see a flush, with flush I mean reset or liquidity grab. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not like pinpointing exact low that it needs to take because there is some kind of fair value gap or whatever the fuck there is that it needs to mitigate something. It doesn't need to do anything. If it really is the real demand is behind this move, then we will not retrace back. We will just push and push and push. But if it wants to, for me, I need to re-enter any kind of a trade, I need that flush so it resets and builds up new strength. So basically it shows weakness and then it starts to show strength. Yeah, at the moment there's really nothing to talk about because we don't know how market will look like in Monday in the morning. We just don't know. I don't know where it will open. Maybe it will fucking gap up here. Maybe it will gap down there, gap down here. So I don't fucking know. And yeah, if it's somewhere around these levels, then again, I need a flush so I can re-enter, or it just keeps pushing and we get our full take profit. That's about it. But overall, this market really is good. If you go to 4-hour time frame, we at the time when I took the entry, it wasn't that clear to me because we had this. We are in this shit for such a long time, and we made this small MB, and we were still in here. But I decided to risk my money on it. We technically built this MB. But overall, right now, it looks really nice because, as we can see on 4-hour time frame, EMA starts to rise. We are probably somewhere in here. So we have good potential to keep pushing right here, building that momentum MB, and we have good targets as well. Speaking about, let's say, daily chart, on daily, we are fucking ugly, and we are back at these prices. This, by the way, if you don't know, then this was this huge ass drop. It was like 50% from highs to low. I don't know, it was 30%. Anyways, it's big numbers on Japanese index because they announced first time in 30 years last August that they will increase their interest rates, and they are never increasing their interest rates, and that they announced it like first time in 30 years or something like that. And look at the market, and we are still, because of those interest rates, we are still chopping around in bigger picture, yeah. So but does it really fucking matter to me? No, because I'm not trading fucking daily time frame or weekly or monthly. Overall picture for me is bullish, and all this is just a liquidity. This is where people want to sell because there is support levels, there is some kind of left supply and imbalances or whatever you call them, and probably you want to sell them these places or whatever. And that's for me is just liquidity. I'm not interested in any of that unless market shows me bearishness. If it shows me double MBs, let's say on daily time frame, and shows weakness on all of the time frames, then obviously I will take sells. But at the moment there's nothing screams sells, so yeah, we'll see how it opens, but all I want to see is bullishness. So Japanese index good. Then let's go to US market. Yeah, so US market is bullish. I really like. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. So we have these and these, and yeah, we are in motion, and that's all I want to see. Is basically bullishness. That's really it. We could call this basically this also as an MB flush and now new MB, but right now in hindsight I will say that all these are just NMBs without any kind of a flush. MB 1, 2, 3, now building that fourth MB, momentum MB, so potentially going higher. And yeah, that's all I'm interested in. If you go to daily chart, everything screams to keep pushing. Here's the all-time highs. Actually, let's mark that so I remember where's fucking all-time highs. But yeah, we're very close to all-time highs, so we will be basically recovered all these losses from Trump's tariffs. And still, Trump's tariffs are in place, so nothing has changed on the tariff side, but we are pushing to all-time highs. That just shows how eager is the stock market to recover. It wants to recover very badly, and yeah, despite any of fucking shenanigans that Trump, Elon, Trump, China, Trump, Putin has, the market still keeps pushing up. And again, I don't. That's why I don't give a fuck about fundamentals, because they don't fucking matter. At least for me, how I'm trading, because I'm just following trend, and if it shows me bullishness, that's all I'm interested in, and that's really it. So yeah, again, 1, 2, 3, we are bullish. EMA is rising, everything looks fine. Going to entry time frame, we are in motion from these MBs, MB1, MB2. So this would be a perfect entry right here, but it happened 7 in the morning in Friday, so obviously I'm not trading fucking Japanese session. But yeah, this is already third MB, now in fourth MB. So we are in a motion from these MBs, so that's all I'm expecting for market if this is real demand, and it is, for market to keep pushing unless it fails. So all I want to see, like I said, is just flush. It doesn't need to take out this low or whatever the fuck. It just needs, I want to see some kind of flush below the EMAs, start squeezing, start show strength, and that's where I want to take my entry. Yeah, that's really it. And it doesn't matter, okay, let's say it pushes up, it's here, Monday in the morning. The story is the same. I want to see a flush, let's say it's here, so I want to see a flush under the EMAs, and start to show strength again, and I will take entry here. It doesn't fucking matter how it will do. I don't know. I really don't know. Even will it push right now, or it will start to reaccumulate? I don't know. But it doesn't matter for me. So then let's go to DAX. DAX is always a good asset. It always delivers. It's one of the best assets for me, really, because it fucking delivers. But overall picture, bullish, obviously. Here was the all-time high, so you're already in the all-time highs. Probably keeps pushing up. I think we will have at some point some kind of this flush on the daily, but I don't know when it will happen. I don't fucking predict the market. I don't know. I'm not here to pinpoint exact low high. I don't know. I'm just following price. Right now, everything screams to this. If you go to 4-hour time frame, what do we see? The same thing. MB1, MB2. Right now in MB3. So that's all I'm interested in. That's it. Unless it fails this MB, then I will stop looking at this market and wait for new MBs on 4-hour time frame. Pause inside that pause, like always. MBs to the top side, and yeah. So let's go to entry time frame and see. Yeah, entry time frame a little bit choppy. It's very weaky. But yeah, as you remember from yesterday, I was looking basically at this potential MB1 and MB2, and I placed my order with stop somewhere here, but it didn't happen. As we can see, obviously, it pulled back. So right now, this could be the first MB. And yeah, that's really it. So all I want to see is MB1, pause, go. And I will take my entry right here. But again, I don't know what it will do over the night. Maybe over the night, in the morning, tomorrow, it will be fucking here. If it's here, then there's nothing really to do. I don't know. But at the moment, this is what I'm expecting from the market. So good market for the next week. Let's go to US 30. It's basically the same as a US 500. Also, these MBs. At the time, once this was happening, I called this as a flush. Right now, I will not anymore call it a flush. It doesn't really matter because, again, even if you call this as a flush, we created new MB, so you can call it whatever you want. I will just say that we have 2 MBs to the bullish side. And that's basically all I'm interested in. If you go to entry time frame, we had this MB1, or let's say MB1, flush, MB1. Now all this is an MB2, but obviously I will not take entry here, stop loss here, it's just too big. I'll just wait for fractal double MBs, let's say MB1, MB2, or yeah, something like that. We'll see. But I will take inside this big one if market gives me those entries, MB1, MB2, and I will take it. But we'll see again what will happen over the night. But But yeah, US30 good market. To be honest with you, I think every fucking index will be a fucking good market for next week. But yeah, let's go to European indexes. Italy finally has broken out of this fucking ugly ass chop. Yeah, that's good. We have, let's say, this MB, then this MB. Yeah, so I was looking at maybe possible entries in Friday, but I didn't want to force because we had this first MB already made right here, and we were here in Friday. But I decided not to take entries in here because we were still in this fucking ugly ass price. Because you know I like to trade in these kind of conditions, and I wanted to see, let's say, the second MB or just market to push out of this shit. Right now we have done it, and all I want to see on entry time frame is flush and entries, because right now we are in a motion. We are in motion. Let's say this is a flush, MB1, MB2, and we are in motion. So all I'm expecting for market to keep pushing, unless it fails and starts to give us new opportunities. Let's say it does something like this, MB1, MB2, and I'm taking entry like this. Or again, the same thing as Japanese index. Maybe it will push and then start to give us new entries. I don't give a fuck how it happens. I don't know how it will happen. I'm just following price. And yeah, like I said, good market. I think every fucking index will be good market for the next week. For Spain index, by the way, I can't trade Spain on 8 cup on this account, but I will take it on my platforms. Yeah, so MB1, we have clearly we start to get out of this shit that we have, this ugly ass price, and potentially start to get in some kind of this action. So we'll see, because on daily chart it looks fucking beautiful. We had this 1, 2, now building that third, still no flush, just pull back to EMAs, and it was expected because after these kind of runs, this parabolic run without any kind of a pullbacks, it was completely expected. So yeah, on entry time frame, again the same thing, the same story as Italy. We are in a motion. Let's say we had this flush MB1, MB2, but inside this big one, we can call this as a flush, or just say this is fractal MB1, MB2, and this could be the entry, and we are in a motion from these MBs, and that's it. So right now, all I want to see, the same thing as Italy, flush, new entries, or let's say it pushes and then slows down and give us new opportunities. It doesn't really matter how it will do, I just don't know. But expecting bullishness. So Spain, again, good market. Then Euro 50, probably also good fucking market. Yeah, MB1, MB2 on daily, 3, maybe 4, maybe you can call this as a flush, but I will say all this is an accumulation MB and it will push. That's all I want to expect. That's all I'm expecting from the market. By the way, these are all-time highs, so we are close to all-time highs as well. And yeah, 4 hour time frame, we start to get out of this chop. The beautiful thing about this is that I haven't taken a trade on any of these: Spain index, Italy, Euro 50, US 30. I took one trade, but yeah, on these market that looks fucking ugly, I haven't taken a trade on it like for a long time, for a really long time, and I have missed all this fucking chop. That's the beautiful thing about how I'm trading and how I'm following market conditions. Anyways, what I want to see, basically we have MB1, MB1. This is a little bit choppier, I would say. We had in here we had two beautiful MBs, but it failed. It failed. We had beautiful MBs, start to respect right here EMAs. I was looking for entries but didn't get anything, and then it failed, and now it's pushing back up, but it is pushing back up, and it didn't break like this. We didn't have this kind of a shank to the downside. We had just a pullback, and probably on 6 hour it's just this beautiful pullback into the EMA, so I will call all this still as an MB and ignore that it liquidated some kind of a lows. And yeah, so we are in third MB on the entry time frame. Nothing really to do, I would say. MB1, MB2, or MB1, MB2, and then yeah, and we are in a motion. So again, the same fucking story. Either this and this gives us new entries, or this and it gives us new entries. I don't know how it will, what will happen. I will just follow price. And yeah, all I'm expecting is bullishness. If it fails, then there's nothing really to do. Then yeah, so and that's the beautiful thing. I'm not connected with one fucking asset. I'm not like, oh my god, I need to take Euro 50 buys, and even if it fucking drops down, I will still force some kind of a buys. No, if it fails, I will go to fucking gold market. I don't know. I will look for coffee entries. I will look for anything else. I'm not connected to one market that I need to take every single day. If it fails, then there's nothing to do. So, Euro 50 also. So every fucking index is a good market, which is fucking not good that we will have so many assets to look for. But if we, yeah, DAX looks a little bit better. But I will look for at the, yeah, we'll see. But these all look pretty bullish. So yeah, then let's go to cacao or coca. I don't know how you pronounce that fucking asset, but it fucking looks amazing. It really does. I think right now we are in here, and we could expect something like this, the same as in here. So I really think that we will expect something like this. We'll see. We'll really see. But on daily time frame, MB1, MB2, this could be a flush, but I will say that we are still respecting the EMAs because we pushed right back up and building that 4-hour MBs beautifully. And yeah, MB1, MB2 right now, third MB, momentum MB, 30-minute chart, beautiful flush. So all I want to see is this. So this market as well is fucking good. Then going to gold. Gold is failing. Still, I would say still valid, but daily time frame is still valid. We have MB1, MB2. We are still above the EMAs. But yeah, I think in gold market we will start to get in deeper and longer period of time that we will not get any entries. Either it's something like this or let's say something fucking like this. I don't know, but at the moment it looks weak. On daily time frame it looks kind of strong unless we have Monday and we drop down even lower with new candle, but going to 4-hour time frame there's nothing to do. We have clear double MBs to the downside, so we are bearish, but on daily time frame we are bullish, and on 30-minute time frame we are bearish, and on 4-hour also we are bearish. So yeah, I want to trade when all the time frames are in line with each other. So yeah, there's nothing to do. All I want to see for market for gold is MB1 pause, and inside that pause we will have, let's say, some kind of a flush and new entries, and that's where I will take my entry. Yeah, the same thing was here. We were bearish, we made the MB, and right here I was looking for entries, and here is the entry that I took, and it was full take profit right here. We flushed, started to build something, MB1, MB2, flushed. This happened over the night, obviously. It flushed, then MB1, MB2, this was over the night, we again flushed, MB1, MB2, took an entry, full take profit, and it failed, and yeah. So yeah, at the moment, nothing on gold. Doesn't look that good. But gold is fucking good asset. I have made a lot on gold this year. Copper failed. I want to see MB, pause, go. But it's in 4-hour time frame, so we'll see. But at the moment, nothing to do. So let's then go to fucking cryptos. And yeah, cryptos are pretty fucking ugly. On Ethereum, I would say we are still bullish. We have just one MB to the downside on daily, so I'm still expecting this. But on 4-hour time frame, we don't have anything. I want to see at least one MB to the bullish side, and then pause. And inside that pause, obviously we have all this, and then take an entry. But they look weak because the Bitcoin market really looks weak. Because on Bitcoin we have 1, 2, and this screams to me that we are going down. Unless that's the thing about the technical analysis, because one candle can change anything. One candle can change everything, and basically, if we have this kind of a candle in Monday or let's say today, then we broke up bullish, but we have double breaks to the downside, so we broke up with one break to the bullish side. Then I will wait for another break, and only then I will start to expect entries because we really put in double MBs to the downside, and that's just bearish. I don't have anything to do really because we really put in bearish structure. We did exactly the same thing that we did here. We were bearish and we built first MB, second MB, and from these points we fucking pushed. Right now the same thing, just in other direction. I can invert the chart, it looks the same. MB1, MB2, and this. But of course, if it wants to keep it, if this was just a liquidity grab or pullback on weekly time frame, which it looks like, if you go to weekly time frame, it looks like just a pullback. Because look at this week. So yeah, probably it will not be bearish. It will start to push higher. But if it does, then again I want to see double MBs. Then inside there, 4-hour, 30-minute exception. But yeah, nothing really on cryptos at the moment. We have a lot of assets anyways to look for. And yeah, that's basically it. These are the assets that I will be looking for. And yeah, if you look which ones are the best looking for from these, then probably US market and DAX. And probably Italy, Spain, maybe not so much, but Italy and cacao. And yeah, Spain and Euro 50 is a little bit sketchy, I would say. But yeah, these are assets that I'll be looking for. And yeah, that's basically it. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye.